Okay, so we had day 3 after the finals with the winning captain from Ian. So, Rhodes, how are you feeling about your win?
Relieved. I mean, we had a really good build up to throughout the whole of DGC we've been playing amazingly. I've got to say thanks to obviously our sponsors and all of them. I thank them a lot already, but you can never say it enough. And just for the mention, I got to thank. We do have 2 guys that do help us. I've got Don overseas in England and Tulio in Sweden. They both helped us out incredibly throughout the whole season and just these last 3 weeks. And really, they did an amazing amount of work with us, and thankfully, it all pulled through in the finals.
If we look quickly towards your games that you guys played, game 1 and 2, in the beginning they had a bit of an early lead. You guys pulled that lead back and you won it pretty convincingly. And then game 3, it was sort of this like back and forth, where Psycho was like really battling with the Zeref pick, which is his normal go-to pick, and he was saying that he's really strong on that pick. Do you think Psycho got outplayed? There's things that Psycho can change, or how do you feel about that matchup mid?
Look, I feel like they're both very talented. And I feel like in the first 2 games, the first game obviously they completely cheese-judged Psycho. They banned 3 of his champions, they picked the 4th one, so he was totally taken out of his comfort zone. But I mean, he played an amazing Lux, he did a really good job. In the second game, yeah, I think Psycho Ziggs is incredible. It is his comfort pick. He was happy, and then in the third game it kind of swapped over. I mean, playing Ziggs into Zereth, Slayer did an amazing job. He did an amazing job throughout the whole entire finals. He's really top player. I just feel like Psycho did struggle a little bit, but that's why we have the team there. And I mean, we couldn't put as much focus on his lane as we did in the other games as well. So it was kind of hard. He just kind of had to go even and just stand there for the poke. That was about all we could really use him for.
On your third game, you picked Jarvan. Tell me something a little bit behind that pick and why you decided to pick the Jarvan. After you had like 2 amazing Nuna games, I didn't think that you would actually pick it. I thought you'd go for the Kazakhs pick. That is your stronger pick, and it is your favorite pick, and it was open.
To be absolutely honest, Lee's probably my favourite pick, but there's been a huge dispute about who is the best Lee Sin at Rage, so I never actually I think I brought out 1 group stage game, that was about it. But really, to be absolutely honest, the whole season and the whole of DGC, we've pretty much been working on a comp where we can pretty much play off our strengths, and our biggest strength is our bot lane. So picking Jarvan, the whole point was just to lock up whatever tried to get on top of our Jinx, and generally that was pretty much Mr. Not. The only problem we found in the third game was Slayer was just putting out so much damage, and I pretty much got deleted in every single team fight that I went in. So all I could hope for was that I actually locked someone up. And I mean, in a couple of the team fights, I locked someone up with when we picked up the inhibitor, all I needed to do was go and catch a couple people. They got stuck in the Cataclysm, and then we managed to pick up the inhibitor for free.
It was really a very interesting game, and I must be honest, we topped 150 views on the stream, and it's really looking good for the SA community. How do you think we can go ahead going forward to get more viewers involved and actually up the production quality and actually up the teams that are taking part?
Look, I feel like NAV TV have done an amazing job. They've broadcast all the games, they've tried their best, but I do feel like both Do Gaming and NAG actually have to work together. I mean, when I first got involved in League, I remember coming here and watching the COD finals between KK and someone being played up on a huge screen at the LAN. And everybody could watch, and there were casters and they were playing on stage, and that's really what we need. Like, that's what SA needs. I mean, you've got so much talent in all these games, and really we just need nice stages. I mean, the Dota guys got to play upstairs as well. That was really nice, and that's the kind of stuff you need. You need them to be out there where the public can see them. And unfortunately, as much as we do have it broadcast, we're all stuck underneath there. It's hard to get spectators down here. Really, I just feel like you need the public to actually see that this is happening. Because I mean, throughout the times that I've played LoL, I've met so many people that have been like, oh my god, I didn't even know there was a LoL community. I didn't know there was this kind of community. And that's what they need to get involved in, and they just need to start trying to work together and communicating. And I mean, we've already got a Facebook group of about 1,600 people right now. So there is a big community. We just need people to get involved and get competitive, and that's about it.
Now tell me something, Ian, going forward, where do you guys see yourself next year's DGC? Are you going to look to maybe compete in the overseas scene, or what is your plans?
Look, the dream is always to compete overseas. I don't think we're going to be at that level just yet. We had an interesting conversation the other day about possibly going over to like the Brazilian server when it opens up, seeing what it's like there, because we're probably going to get lower ping as well. So it'll be very interesting to see where we're going to go. We can't go straight into the Europe scene. We will get caned. I mean, we play against these guys all the time anyway. We play against people that are they're not even close to the teams that we play against. I mean, I've got a couple guys that play in a Challenger 5v5 team. We've scrimmaged against them quite a lot. They cane us and they get destroyed by the top European teams. So right now we're just trying to focus on improving a little bit more, But we just have to see where Ian ends up. I mean, I don't know if all of our players are going to stay here. I don't know if I'm going to carry on playing next year. It all depends on a whole bunch of variables. But really, like, the core three at the moment that have been doing well the whole year, as well as Blankman, they've been there, they've been strong, and I mean, Ian didn't expect it to go the way it went in the finals. They were pretty confident, and you could just see it. I mean, like, got a feel for Anton, got a feel for Steven. Like, I feel like they are the two experienced players, and they did so well for their team in those games. And unfortunately, it just came down to a team that we just had more experience at the end of the day, and we just kind of knew how to close off the games.
No, definitely that. Well, you must enjoy the rest of your weekend. You guys are probably going to have a major party to celebrate your win, and we'll see what lies ahead for you guys in the next season.
Thank you.